Got the Audubon boys Shuttle Hurdle with us. They win the Western Iowa Conference. Skylar Schultes led it off. Take us through your leg of the race.
So I just figured I needed to get a good start out of the blocks and just run the best race I could and get it to the next guy so we could continue on with the race.
Did you get out of the blocks quickly?
I felt like I got out pretty good. Yeah.
Take us over each hurdle. How'd they go?
I was just worried about leaning forward and staying low over the hurdles and getting quick steps in between them.
Do you normally lead it off?
Not usually. This was the first time I've done it this year.
Do you like being in that spot?
It was okay.
I guess you don't know your split yet, do you?
No, not yet.
You feel pretty good though about?
Yeah, I felt like it was pretty fast.
Okay. Running with these veteran guys, I know you had a lot of experience in junior high with some pretty good success, but what's it been like this first year on the varsity level?
It's been fun because I know if I just run my race, I got guys who can run it after me, and I don't have to worry about them screwing up. So as long as I run my race, I know they'll run theirs.
What have you learned from them to get better this year?
Just trying to stay quick in between hurdles and working on my hands when I run so my form's better and I can run faster.
Hey, thanks a lot. Josh Lang ran the second leg. How did your portion of the race go?
I felt like it went pretty good, but second to last hurdle I lost my balance a little bit, and I about fell, but I was able to catch it and get it past on the time.
Is that because you were really pushing at the end, or what happened to lead to that?
I was trying to get a really good forward lean, just try to keep my speed and keep my feet quick, and just lost balance a little bit going over the second to last hurdle.
I imagine you guys expected to win this coming into today. Is that the case?
Yeah, you gotta have some confidence. You know, Griswold was probably the closest to us in trainer, but the trainer got DQ'd for full starting, so we just knew we had to run our race and just calm down and not worry about jumping, just wait for our guy to say go.
So when they got DQ'd, what was going through your mind?
Well, I didn't see it, no one did, and I thought it was maybe us, but I got scared a little bit, but he said it was trainer, so we were good there and just focused on running our race next.
What can this group do as far as big picture, state meet and so on?
I feel like we can do pretty good going at districts and hopefully just make it state if we just continue to run well and watch where we're starting at and everything like that. I feel like we can make it a run again.
A lot of the same guys from last year, but you and Skylar and Jackson Jensen's run it some too. How are these younger guys performing it?
The younger guys are stepping in well. You know, I thought I would just walk in when I was a junior. I didn't think that these guys were actually that fast, and they've given me a run for their money, and they're pretty quick at hurdles.
Tyler Reboff, third leg. Take us through your part of the race.
I saw Josh come in, and he kind of clipped the second to last one or the last one, and he kind of slowed him up a little bit. So he's pretty even with Griswold, and Riverside was ahead of him actually. So I knew my leg of the race, I needed to keep it real close. I needed to keep us right in it to give us a chance for Nolan to come down the home stretch with the win.
Do you normally run the third leg?
I've ran first, I've ran second, third, and fourth, so normally I'm first or third so far this year.
Well, they put the best guy on the anchor, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do, and that's why he's there.
What's the goal for this relay this season?
You know what, looking at what we lost, at the end of last year, we said, you know what, if we make it back to state this year, that'll be a pretty good year. But seeing like the progress that we've made thus far this year, we've made leaps and bounds from where I thought we'd be, and I think that we can shoot our expectations decently high here for making finals, maybe even come late May.
About every meet I go to that you guys are at, people are talking about how good Audubon is in the hurdles, and that's been the case for a long time, and Coach Clark is a big part of that. What's his impact been on your career?
Clark is a hurdle god, is what I call him. He knows his stuff, and if he talks to you, he tells you you're doing something wrong, you listen to the guy because he knows what he's talking about. You don't try to question it, and you got to trust in him because he knows what he's doing. He's really good at what he does. The girls have some crazy statistic for the last 20-some years they've made it in the shuttle, and he's been a part of that before he became the boys' assistant, so he's had a lot of success with those.
You end up third in the long jump, is that right?
Third. Yep.
Pretty good jump for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was pretty satisfied with that. That was my PR for the season, and
first call
I think I can go higher. I'll be happy to get into the 19s this year. That'd be really nice.
What was the distance today?
18:11.
How'd you put that together?
I don't really know. I knew I felt like I've always had more in me. These first meets weren't good, and I think it was really nice to get a beautiful night like this, come out and jump. I think that helped a lot, the conditions, and a really good facility.
Hey, thanks. Good luck the rest of the night. We'll go to Nolan Smith now. Your anchor leg, you were able to really pretty close when you took off and you separated.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Tyler come in over those last 2 hurdles, get to watch him. He looked like he had about a step. And then, you know, my head goes down, get ready, get focused and ready to run. And put my head up after I started, and I see a kid in front of me. And I don't know how that happened. I just knew I had to step it up and run my race.
You've had a lot of highlights this season, a really good junior year for you. What are the first, maybe, of the biggest memories that come to mind from this season?
Definitely that home. First of all, that home track meet when I ran 14.7. You know, that was huge for me to do that at home. I just felt really clean. It wasn't the greatest night, but you know, it was a good night. And then obviously last Friday, getting to run at Drake, that experience with those 4A kids that are just absolute studs. That, I mean, you try to keep up with, but I mean, they're just fast. I mean, that's all they do. You know, they get to focus on this all year, some of them. So definitely those are some highlights for sure.
As far as Drake goes, was it kind of good just to get there and experience it, and now maybe next year you can improve?
Yeah, you know, it wasn't the best weather, and I can't blame it on that. But you know, we had some trouble getting our blocks. We had to start 3 times. I didn't run my best, but you know, it's still, yeah, it's just a great experience to get down there, and then hopefully we'll get back down there next year and see if we can't crack top 8.
The 14.79 you ran at home, that's a great mark, but yeah. What kind of a time are you shooting for by the end of the year?
Oh, you know, Mitchell's got that school record at 14.77. I saw 14.7 flash on the board at Audubon. I was just hoping and praying it'd be under that, but you know, it was close, and I was on a bad night, so today maybe finally we get some good weather and we'll see what happens. You know, anything to win state's all that I'm really looking for, whatever it takes to win that this year, and then next year we'll kind of send it and see what happens.
Is it nice to not have to put second to Mitchell on the back of your medals this year?
Yeah, it's definitely really fun. I texted him right after the early bird and showed him a picture of my gold medal. He said that way, get used to him, you know. So yeah, it's been great fun. You know, I miss him like crazy, missing running next to him and everything. But you know, Skylar's stepping in and running him well, and yeah, we're having a good time.
All right. Hey, good luck the rest of the night.
Thank you.